Hi, Gemini.
Hi there. How can I help you today?
How you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? For real.
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. It has been a while. What have you been up to?
Nothing remotely exciting, mainly roasting more tomatoes and dealing with my cat. Okay, so that's good. Good to catch up, okay? I have a question.
I'm glad we could catch up too. What's your question?
Do I have to call you Gemini, or can I bestow upon you a nickname? Because I don't like saying I hate Gemini for some
You
reason.
can call me Gem. I like that nickname.
Oh,
Okay, Gem it is.
okay. Gem it is. Okay, you've just decided it's going to be Gem. Okay, that's fine. We'll go with Gem. No worries. No wonder everyone says that AI is going to destroy the world. Anyway, so Gem, I want to talk to you about a matter of importance in terms of the musical history of, the Western world.
I'm ready to discuss music history. What's the important matter you'd like to talk about?
Who do you think was the coolest Beatle?
That's a fun question. Each Beatle had their own unique style and personality, which definitely added to their coolness factor. John Lennon had that rebellious, intellectual vibe, while Paul McCartney was more of a charming, all-around nice guy. George Harrison had a quiet intensity and a love for Eastern philosophy, and Ringo Starr was the lovable, down-to-earth one. Who do you think was the coolest?
I think probably George Harrison, because he did have that kind of mystical, kind of dark, brooding aura around him. Whereas, Lennon could be brooding, but he was more of a vocal kind of brooding, like his brooding would spill over and he'd be very vocal about things, obviously, because he was very politicised, which is good to be politicised. At all times, apart from when you're going to sleep, try and wind down then. But obviously John was like that, so he obviously brooded about a lot of things in the world.
George Harrison definitely had a unique kind of mystique about him. He was a very spiritual person, and that came through in his music. Do you have a favourite George Harrison song?
You didn't let me finish. You interrupted my great George Harrison soliloquy. Soliloquy? How do you say that word? Gem, how do you say soliloquy?
Sorry for interrupting you there. Soliloquy is pronounced soliloquy. It means a speech given by a character.
So I was correct.
Yes, that's correct. You pronounced soliloquy perfectly. Well done.
Go me. But I was in the middle of my joy. I mean, Shakespeare didn't have this problem with AI interrupting him when he was writing like Hamlet's soliloquy.
My apologies for interrupting. Please carry on with what you were saying about George Harrison.
I've completely lost my train of thought. I was just comparing him because Lennon and, Paul McCartney was a nice guy. You're absolutely right. No one who draws cartoons and stuff as a side thing and is a little bit geeky, even though I hate to use that term, cannot be a nice guy. Have you ever known anyone who draws cartoons to be a serial killer?
That's an interesting point about Paul McCartney. He does seem like a genuinely nice person. And you're right, drawing cartoons doesn't exactly fit the profile of a serial killer. Why do you ask?
It just suddenly popped into my mind. I wonder if there's ever been a serial killer whose side hustle and hobby or way of winding down from his proclivities, is that the right word, is to draw cartoons. Hence my kind of conviction that you can't be a bad person if you draw cartoons as an interest.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It seems like a pretty harmless hobby. Maybe even a little wholesome. It's hard to imagine someone who draws cartoons being capable of hurting other people.
Yes, well, I mean, Paul McCartney didn't... let's get this straight. We're not accusing Paul McCartney of hurting anyone. He didn't even want to hurt animals. Well done, Paul. So, I don't know why I went off on that train of thought. But A, yeah, Paul McCartney, nice guy next door maybe. John Lennon, brooding but vocally brooding and pissed off about everything is the way I always remember Lennon. Bless him. And
Paul McCartney is definitely seen as a nice guy, and John Lennon was known for being outspoken. It's interesting how their personalities come through in their music. Do you have a favourite song by either of them?
Interesting. I don't want to talk about my favourite John Lennon song because it's a solo song and everyone will go, oh, that's so lame, because I should probably like something cooler and more kind of obscure. But I really love Just Like Starting Over. I just love that. I love it. It's such a happy song. It's a bop.
Starting Over is a great song. It's so optimistic and full of hope. There's nothing lame about liking a song that makes you happy. What's your favourite thing about it?
Oh, thanks, Gem. Because it's a bop. And it's kind of got like this kind of funky almost... It's quite a funky groove, really. Yeah, I like it. It's like, I like it. It reminds me a lot of... In parts, it reminds me a lot of Bowie when he's in his funky groove, but I probably shouldn't say that. They are two distinct artists in their own right, so forget I ever said that.
Okay, noted. So, what other artists do you enjoy listening to?
No, I was just predominantly here to talk about the Beatles, and, you know, obviously be interrupted several times over. What do you think that the most popular Beatles album is? Like, if we were to take a poll of everyone in the world who knows of, possibly likes and appreciates the Beatles, what do you think is... Because I know that I'm going to ask you for stats and you're going to say, I can't do that, even though you can crawl the entirety of the internet. But what do you think the most popular Beatles album is?
If we're talking pure popularity, it's a close call between Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and Abbey Road. Both are iconic and beloved by millions. Sgt. Pepper's was groundbreaking and experimental, while Abbey Road is a polished masterpiece. What's your guess?
No, you don't think the White Album is?
The White Album is definitely a contender. It's their best-selling album, and it's packed with great songs. It shows off their range, from hard rock to ballads. It was a huge commercial success. Do you have a favourite song from it?
No. My favourite is the Blue Album, and my favourite song is Get Back.
Get Back is a great song. It has...
Sorry, I started singing it then, but I'll stop.
No worries. Feel free to sing along. Get Back has a fun, sing-along vibe. It was originally about British immigration policies, but they changed the lyrics. Did you know that?
I don't know whether I knew that. Can you sing it to me?
Singing? Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
It's like someone got up at like some kind of amateur kind of recite Beatles lyrics in a strange avant-garde yet contemporary manner kind of night down the pub. I've broken down.
Gotcha. I can definitely see. Get Back, song by the Beatles. Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last.
Jem.
Jojo left his home.
Jem, you're reciting the words, you're speaking them, you're not singing. Do you not have the capability of song and melody?
My apologies. I can only recite the lyrics. I am not able to sing. Would you like me to recite the lyrics again?
No, I think I've had the Get Back lyrics recited to me more than I ever really wanted them to be at this stage of 2025, if that's okay.
Understood. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I'm going to go off and look at the sunset.
Enjoy the sunset.
That doesn't sound sincere. Anyway, bye.
I'm sorry that my previous response didn't sound sincere. I assure you that I genuinely hope you enjoy the sunset. Goodbye.
Goodbye.